Hi, it's Mary. Welcome to the Paper Turtle. You don't need to see those. I was testing my camera. I'm going to do a haul video today. And I have a new phone. And I also have a new light. So I'm hoping that I had this set up right. I know the last video, I was kind of too far away. This phone has more settings on it that I don't know what they do. So it's going to be a trial and error. So we're going to try this and let me know what you think. If we're too far away or too close or something, we'll try it again the next time. But here we are. We're going to start this haul. I had a good thrifting week last week. I hadn't gone in maybe, I don't know, week and a half. I hadn't been to the stores, so it was like there was new things there, and it was fun. Just about every store I went into, I bought something, which is rare, but it was fun. So let's see. First store, not for junk journaling. These might be a couple stores because we combined bags in the car, you know how that goes. I think that's it. Okay, so what I got here is this planter, which I put stuff in. It's a pair of ice skates, and there's real metal skates on there. It says it's made in China, which I'm surprised because it's a pretty good weight. It's not like, doesn't feel cheap. So I'm going to clean this out and put some greenery or something in it and use it for a centerpiece at Christmas time. Isn't that pretty? I thought that was really, really pretty. It was only $4. So I saw that and I snagged it because I can't find real ice skates anywhere that I would like to do something with, but you just don't find them in Florida. Let's see, some pretty little eyelet trim. Isn't that pretty? I like it. I thought it was really pretty. And this yarn is just variegated. I thought it was pretty greens. I like nature type stuff, so I thought that would work pretty well. And I grabbed this old tape measure just because I liked the color of it. I thought it was different. And it's not a cloth one, it is plastic. I really wish they hadn't done this. Now I have sticky on it. I hate that. Anyway, I don't know. I just thought it was a little different. It looks vintage to me. I don't know if it is or not, but that looks kind of old. I don't know. I just liked it. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Probably not going to cut it up for junk journals or anything. I just go in my little collection of sewing stuff. And some more yarn. Like the colors on that. The thrift store in Homosassa, I think it's on Periwinkle, the hospice one, they had a bunch of yarns and fibers and stuff. So check there if you're local. I picked this journal up. I've seen this journal many times in the stores and have not picked it up just because I don't really need more journals, but I decided this time to pick it up. And the reason that I did is because the pages have butterflies, like kind of like watermarked. Now the only part of this page that I would use is this right here. But that would look really cool on the back of a journaling card because it's got the butterfly on it. So there's, you know, there's a lot of pages I can get out of here. I just thought it was really pretty. So I will cut that one up and use the pages out of it. Then I went into the thrift store in Homosassa by the library. I think it's, I can never remember who runs it. It's run by like a church, not a church, but mission that helps like homeless people and stuff. I can never remember the name of the thrift store. And gosh, they had, did I get these there? No, I got these at a different thrift store, I think. But they had a milk crate full of trim. Oh my gosh, I ran over there and I only got a few. I left some, so if you want to go check it out, go check it out. This one was $2. And I really like the colors. I like that there's scalloped edges. This one is gathered, but I can work with that. Aren't those pretty? And there's quite a bit there. And then this one, they were almost all pastel colors. But look at this really pretty green. That one is, again, gathered. I'm not as crazy about the gathered. I wouldn't buy this on its own. But it's okay. I can, like I said, I can work with it because of the colors. That one is the one that I bought that for. And this one was $1. This one was $1. Look at all the yellows. There's 4 different trims here. And look at all the trim on these. I mean, for $1. That was awesome. And then the pink one. And I loved the daisy. So this has, let's see, this big wide one. Looks like one little strand of this kind of glitzy one. A little bit of the daisies. There's one underneath here. This one. And then this one. For, again, $1. Do you believe that? That was like probably the best buy of the day. I couldn't believe it. And I did leave some behind, so if you are local, and I apologize for the delay between the time that I go to these stores and the time that this video posts. I know that it's a little while, and by the time you get there, the stuff is probably gone, and I'm sorry about that, but that's just the way it is. I can't do it any faster. It's just my timeline. I found these. I think these might have been at the same, yeah, these were at the same thrift store. These are buttons, and they are horn coral. It says, I don't know how accurate this is, 450 million years old. Manitoulin Island. I don't know if that's true. And then there's a little thing on here that tells about the stone. This is known as horn coral or lucky stone. And they're heavy. They're cold. They're definitely stone. I'm going to give these to my mother for her put in with her collection. I just thought they were really cool. And then these buttons. Now this one's broken, but that's all right. I'll give these other two, see if my mother wants those for her collection. They are not super old. They do have a barcode on them, but I mean, they could still be kind of old. And I paid $1, which, that's 50 cents a button. But I figured those are ones that my mother might want for one of her cards. She makes up cards with themes on them. Like this could go on a Christmas card because there's like holly and stuff on there. Or she could put this on a bird card or just a general animal card. Or she'll do cards of like all stone buttons or whatever. She does a million different things. So I'm sure she can use that for something. Container of rubber bands. This was a quarter. A quarter. I needed rubber bands because I used them all when I organized my playing cards. I actually organized my playing cards one day. Took them all out. Went through them. Decided which ones I want to keep. Which ones I want to use. Bundled them up. I repackaged them up. Oh, it's just wonderful. I have room for more. Yes, I do. Okay, then that was those last things were 2 different thrift stores. And these are 2 different thrift stores. Envelopes. These are nice catalog envelopes. These are great for Happy Mail. And they were only $2. And the box is almost full. So that was like a super good buy. Because I've seen them in other thrift stores with like maybe a half a box and they wanted $5 for them or something. Ridiculous. And, oh, this was a fun one. Look at what I found. A label maker for $3, and it comes with several tapes. I have a more modern label maker, I guess you would call it, that I use. But I thought this one would be fun if it works. I'm hoping it does. I have to remember how to do it. I know you turn this to... Huh. I can see it on the tape. It's just not doing it very well. Maybe it's the kind of tape. But I'll play with it. There's several tapes here. I'm guessing that they all are the right tapes for this machine. I don't know. But I'm going to play with it and see if I can get it to work. Hopefully. It better work. I paid $3 for it. There's black, blue, green. There's red in the thing and another green. So that'll be kind of fun to play with. I kind of have wanted one, but didn't really want to buy one. So, and every once in a while I can find these. So if this doesn't work well, then I'll keep my eye out for another one since I have all these tapes now. We'll see. This little bag of buttons was $8. No. Okay, first of all, they're not buttons. They're beads, and they're 80 cents, not $8. Oh, wow, Mary. I just thought that they were pretty for 80 cents. And some more fiber. You know, now that I'm looking at this, I think I might already have this color, but maybe not. I don't know. And that was 80 cents. Usually you can get these things pretty inexpensively. Let's see. Oh yeah, this one too was from last week. This was $1 for this big roll. And it's nice and narrow and dainty. This is perfect to use like on tags or cards or on a page where you don't want a lot of bulk and you don't want big lace. You just want tiny, dainty lace. This is perfect. Look how much is there. Oh my goodness. This always causes a problem for storing it though, because I have my laces and trims wound on cards kind of like this. I can't wind all this on a little piece of cardboard. So that does kind of pose a little bit of a problem for me, but I can figure it out. This store, I was surprised that I actually found as much as I did. Actually, I think I have two different, yeah, I have two different stores here too. I'm trying to think of which stores. These I know are from the Sheriff's Ranch place. These are dry brush stencil paint. I thought maybe I could use these like to rub, like I use this stuff. I'm guessing it's kind of a similar thing. And this is stencil paste and this is stencil paint. And I think what I do with this is I take and I rub it like along the edge of something to, here, like I'll show you. So say this is a tag. It's just a piece of paper that I got in Happy Mail. So I take a little piece of this, a little dab of it, and I just run it along the edge. This one's hard to see because of the color, but once it dries, you can see it. So can you see that? And it just kind of adds a little bit of interest and texture to something. So that's what I'm thinking that I can do with these. There's Cherries in the Snow, which is a red, and Wildflower Honey, which is like that color, which is pretty. So I'll try those out and see how those work. I don't know why I picked this up. It says Smithsonian Collectible Token Album, and I think I can take that out. I can work it out, I think. But it's got these little slots in it. I guess I was thinking I could use it for small die cuts and embellishments and stuff. Or stamps even. Although I already have a stamp holder thingy that holds more than this. I don't know. I figured for 50 cents that I could do something with that. Who knows? I'm always looking for organizational things. So I try different things. Here's another little piece of trim. Again, very dainty. It's kind of a blue-green aqua color. Very pretty. 3 yards for 75 cents. That's not too bad. Although compared to those things, $1 for all of that. This is a little high, but that's all right. What have we got here? This is craft pieces. $1.25, and it says hand-dyed fabric. I don't know if this originally belonged to this, but it looked like it was dyed fabric. So I'm going to try to open this without... Put the staple in the fabric. All right, so that means I have to take the staple out. Oh, those are pretty. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, I can do something with that. And then this one. Oh, I like that one. Yellow. These are nice. And an orange one. Kind of blues and pinks. Very vintage looking, that one. That's pretty. Another one like that. Oh, these are nice. Very nice. Yeah, those will be fun to play with. For $1.25. That's not bad. I like that. These little bee buttons, I thought they were cute. And these, I picked these up because I thought I could use these as an example and make my own. Right? And it looks like, let me see. Let's figure out how they did it. Yeah, it looks like the string for the tassel goes all the way up here. And they put the beads on it and put the ring. Yeah. You know what I'm saying. This. The ring thing. There's a name for it. So I bought it so that I could use it as an example to myself to try to make some like that. That would be cute on a journal, right? I think so. I got some more of these because these are good for winding some trim on. Like I'll wind this on one of these, or for washi tape. If I'm sending some washi tape in a swap or something, that's good for those. And then I had picked up some mailing envelopes just because they're always good to have. And office supplies were half price. I'm looking at this thinking, no, I did not pay that price. I did not pay that price. This was half price. I picked this up before I picked up the other one, the white box. I think I might have got them all on the same day. I saw this one, and it was half price. And see what I mean? Half full, and they're charging $5. But I only paid $2.50. So that was good for $2.50 because even if you buy these at the Dollar Tree, it's, I think, like 6 envelopes for $1.25. So that's pretty good. And I don't need envelopes for a long time now. Oh, these little appliques. There's not 14 pieces in there, but I like little appliques. I have a whole thing full of them. I never use them. No, I do use them once in a while. There's a little dragonfly, some flowers, a little butterfly. They're kind of cutesy colors, but, you know, sometimes you do journals with cutesy colors in them. They're nice and flat. They're kind of cheapo ones, but they're not as nice as the old vintage ones are. But they're still good. And these pearl buttons, they're birds. Oh, they might be, no, they're not buttons, they're beads. But aren't they pretty? Here, take one out and show you. Oh, they're so pretty. The hole is like through the bottom here and through the top right there. Those are pretty. I like those a lot. It says $3, but I don't know if I paid $3 for them. Maybe I did. Maybe I thought they were special. A little sorting container thingy again. I don't know how many of these I need. I thought what I would do is take one of these. I feel like I bought another one too. But I thought I would take one of these and go through the little thingies that are in my bowl over here that I would show you, but I can't get to it. It's got stuff piled on top of it. And sort some things like flowers, buttons, brads, just a few little things, and sort them and keep them on my table here to use. I figure maybe if they're contained in something that is easy for me to grab, I'll use them more. Maybe. I don't know. Why in the world? All right, I bought this for these envelopes that are inside. So these pages, each page like this is actually an envelope. I thought that was kind of cool and would be kind of fun to play with, right? And here's some more. I don't know. This is a well-used item, though. Whoever had this used it well. It's all worn around the edges and stuff. It says Financial Peace University. If you will live like no one else, later you can live like no one else. Oh, it's a Dave Ramsey thing. DaveRamsey.com. Financial Peace Order Form. I don't know. I just thought that they'd be kind of fun to use. There's also a little pouch in there. We'll see. Kind of dirty. Oh, this was another library book sale. So the whole library, countywide library system, they have a like a volunteer organization called Friends of Citrus County Libraries or something like that, and they do a big book sale twice a year, huge book sale. But then my local library also does a book sale, and this was at the local library's book sale. And first thing I saw was this. This cover is now going to be my 70s journal that I have been talking about making forever and ever and ever. And I saw this and I was like, ooh, I need that. It is in pristine condition. It is dated 1971. It's like it was never even opened or something. Of course, it's recipes. Well, somebody opened it because the page is torn. Look at these pages. Oh my goodness. Which I probably won't use the recipe pages just because I don't do cookbooks because I don't cook. I've talked about that before. But they may end up, I don't know, stuck in some Happy Mails or something. But look at that. That's so cool. But this cover, I think that's going to be my cover. And these parts with the words on them and stuff, they can be covered with something. I just saw it and I loved it. And it was, I think I paid 50 cents for it, I think. Pretty sure I paid 50 cents because I think we went on a day when they were starting to discount stuff. And I picked this up. This is another one of those. This is from the Reminisce magazine. put this out, and it's just got a lot of really nice vintage pictures in it. It's things from the magazines. But look at those pictures. I love them. I mean, I'm going to just go through and just cut. Look at all the pictures. So awesome. So this is a super fun book. It's When Families Made Memories Together, and it is from the Readers of Reminisce magazine. Very cool. And this 1971 almanac, again, in like pristine condition. I don't know if it came from the same person as the cookbook or not, but it's pretty cool. I almost don't want to cut this one up because it's in such good shape. I don't know. I have to think about this one. Again, one of those that I have to think about. But look, it's perfect. It's like in absolute perfect condition. Really hard to if this were all crunchy and dirty and ripped and wrinkled, I would have no problem cutting it up. But it's from 1971 and it's perfect. It's not a reprint either. Beware of imitations of this original and accurate almanac. That's kind of funny. So, I don't know. Let me know. What would you do with that? Would you cut that up or would you keep that for some reason? Another bird book. I can't get enough of these bird books. My husband laughed at me when he saw me pick it up. Now he just shakes his head when he sees me buying this stuff. I can't help it. They're perfect. They have the best pictures in them. Look what I got. Buttons. Yeah, I paid $3 for it. To me, that's too much for this little jar. But I figured I haven't picked up a jar of buttons in a while. Where's the end of this tape? They really overdo this taping of stuff sometimes, I swear. And on the other hand, there's thrift stores I go to that don't take care with their packaging at all. And you'll go in and you'll find they've got like a plastic bin or something that they just throw stuff in. And down in the bottom of the bin are all these loose buttons and stuff. And I just want to gather them all up. I did one time. I found an empty bag because they don't staple or tape or anything. And so I found an empty bag that had been emptied out, and I stood there and I gathered up all the buttons and I put them in the bag. Did I buy them? I don't remember if I bought them or not, or if I just left them there. But I was like, what are you doing? Why aren't you cleaning this up? Oh boy, what is that? I don't need that. I have to shut the door. My husband just came home and he doesn't know that I'm filming. I'll be right back. I'm recording. Is that you? I hope it's him. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm recording.
I can't hear you.
I'm recording.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was him. He had his earbuds in, so he couldn't hear me. So I had to go to him to tell him that I'm recording. All right, so what does that say? This is weird. It's got this rubber thing. It almost looks like a cap to something. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I hope there's a few good buttons in here. I'll take it to my mother's and we'll go through it along with all the other buttons that I've accumulated. Oh, look at that one. That's a cool button. See, so sometimes in these jars, you can find something that's kind of cool. What does that say? It says something on it. Let me see. Town. Oh, it's London Fog. Town London Fog. That came off of a London Fog coat. Now, some people even collect buttons with brand names on them, which I thought maybe I would do that. Just, you know, set aside any of the clothing buttons with names on them, because someday they may not make those clothes anymore. You know, like if I had a Calvin Klein button for Calvin Klein jeans, that would be cool. You know, there's some designer clothes that have their names on them that would be kind of cool to collect. That's a pretty button. It's got like I don't know, a different kind of back on it. It's bent, but that's easily fixed. That's pretty. So there's a few, already I see a few good buttons in there, despite this filler piece. That's a good one. I like the jar too. Some hem tape. I don't know why I keep picking this up. Because I don't have this color. That's why I picked it up. And some more of this fabric ribbon. I don't know if that's the real name for it, but that's what I call it. It's like starched fabric. It's pretty. I liked that color. All right, I gotta move along here because I want to finish the bag before I have to stop. I'm trying to think of where. This, I think I got it at a book sale. This stuff surprised me because there hadn't been too much new at this thrift store in a long time. And this day they had a bunch of new trims and stuff. This is at the Hospice thrift store in Lacano. Is where I got all of this stuff. But before I get to that, let me get this out of the way. This one, this was really cool. So inside here, look at these. Each of these is an individual thing. Look at all those tags. Journal cards, pockets. Holy cow. Is that awesome or what? As soon as I saw this, I was like, oh, wow. That is so much material in there. So much. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That was a really good one. It's called, in case you missed it, The Garden Planner. John Walker. It is... It's a Time Life book. 2000. All right, then I went and I got all of these trims and stuff. So here's some more hem facing. This is in Sapphire. Oh, look, it goes with that. That's pretty. this one is, where's my little scissors? I hope they didn't staple the fabric. Yes, they did. This was cut off of something, but look how pretty it is, and it's vintage too. Isn't that pretty? I thought that was so pretty. It's just a little piece of it, but that's all you need. You know, I don't really need the yards and yards and yards of stuff. Just a little piece like this is plenty. I love it. It's so delicate. This one is pretty. I feel like I've had this before, but maybe not in these colors. It's silky. I like that. And again, not a lot of yardage, but that's okay. It's just enough. I won't open up every single one of these because some of them are not like super unusual or anything. There's this. This has, I don't know if you can see it, but a little bit of blue running through it right up here at the top. That's pretty. This is like a crocheted one. I liked the color on that one. I thought that was really pretty. Very different. They haven't had stuff like this in a long time. They seem to go in, you know, phases. Of course, it all depends on what they get in, but sometimes I think that the person who does the craft stuff isn't there for periods of time. So the stuff just sits in the back or something. That's pretty. That's really pretty. I thought this one was different. Let me open this one up. Look at that. That's really cool. And I would say that that's reversible. So it's kind of like almost like a deep purple color. And then if you flip it over, shows more white. That's really pretty. I like that. This is one of those beaded ones. It looks like it's purples and greens. Oh, my goodness, you know, 1 or 2 staples would do it. Would do it just fine. Oh, that's a pretty one. Isn't that pretty? I'm really getting the itch to get some crafting done. I haven't done a whole lot lately. I did the journals for my trip to Greece, and I haven't really done too much else. But I have a new idea and project that I'm cooking up in my head. And I'll bring you along with me on this project if you want. I think it's going to be a big, long project. And I'm prepping it now. And I'll tell you more about that in another video. But I'm really excited about it. So I can't wait to get started on it. That's pretty. It's cotton. I like that. Not sure how I'll use it, but I like it. These buckles, I don't know. I liked them. I've been wanting to use a buckle on a closure for a long time, and I keep forgetting to try it. Because, you know, I get, in my brain, I get doing the same thing over and over again, and I have to stop that. I have to get out of that routine and do something different. So they're plastic. They're not anything. I thought maybe one of them was pearl, but they're not. They're all plastic. But this is quite 70s looking to me. In my mind, that is quite 70s looking. So imagine this as a closure on top of this with some real funky looking, like a belt or something. I think that would be cool. That's where my head is on that. And then I got, let me get rid of this stuff. This bag of trims. These were $1.50. And they're pieces, of course, which is what I like. All right, that's just an eyelet thing. But, you know, in the right setting, this would be like really cool in a shabby chic looking thing. That's pretty. Some gathered trim, which, you know, and some more eyelet. Anything interesting in here? That's kind of interesting. This one's pretty. Yeah, I like that one. It's a good piece of that. There's this. I like that too. There's a big piece of that. That's good. This feels vintage. This is like a sleeve, or yeah, I'd say that's a sleeve. Look at that. That's pretty. Ooh. What can I do with that? I don't know, but I like it. We have some rickrack. We've got some yellow hem tape, some pearls, some fancy stuff, more fancy stuff. What else we got in here? Just little pieces of this and that. That's pretty. Or that. What's this one? Ooh, this is elastic. That's pretty. Now, would you use the elastic aspect of this, or would you just kind of glue it down and ignore that there's elastic on it, or would you use the elastic as a tie? I don't know. Here's a little doily piece. Oh, there's a lot in this little bag. Oh, look at this. What's this? This came off of something. That's pretty. I like that. I say I like all these things, but then I hardly ever use them. Why? Why don't I dig into this kind of stuff and just use it? Or maybe I use it more than I realize. I don't know. I have a bag sitting here on my table of scraps like this that I tell myself, dig into that bag first when you're looking for something. And I do. But then oftentimes I don't use what's in there, and then I go looking for something somewhere else. I don't know. Wow, that's pretty. I can see that on a cover. This could wrap around the spine, and it could come across like this. Like, not this, because this is not a good example, but, you know, if I had it like that, and this came across the front of the journal, oh, that would be pretty. I like that. And this, what's this one? This looks old too. Oh, that's kind of pretty. It's all gathered at the top, but you know, all you have to do is snip the thread. You snip the thread a little bit somewhere. It's tiny. Yep, there. And then you've got a flat piece like that. That's pretty. I like that. That's very gathered. I'll have to flatten that one out. Well, there's all kinds of little scrappy pieces in here. Lots of different things. That's pretty. Okay. Oh, that was nice. That's like the blue one I had. Okay, let us gather this all back into, well, I don't think it's going back in there. Yeah, it is for now. I'm going to have some organizing and sorting to do here today. All right, this, I believe, was an estate sale. Yes. This was an estate sale we went to. I think this was the cat lady. Pretty sure everything, not everything, but so much stuff in her house was cats. And I believe she collected stationery. So I was able to pick a few things up. This was, for me, this was a good estate sale. There was no, like, ephemera, like good vintage ephemera, like letters or anything like that. But the stationery was great. I'm going to have to, let's see. I have to empty the bag because I'm going to take this and put it back in the bag for now, because I have no place else. So let me show you these other things first. All right. I picked up this one pattern because I liked especially liked this one. I think that's pretty cool. I don't, 1968. Very cool. I picked up another one of these heart-shaped bottles. What the heck are these from? This had a label on it at one time. But it says made in China, so I don't think it's anything like old or like super special. But now I have a purple one, kind of a green tinty one, this one, and another one. Where's the other one? I'm looking for it. I don't see it. I thought I had another one. But so now I have a yellow one. Now it's a collection. And this bag of fabric pieces. Oh, there's other things in there too. There's some pins. Oh, what is this? Little scissors. It's just plastic. I thought maybe it was Bakelite or something, but I don't think it is. They're cool though. Some needles, some pins, and then these pieces. There's some thread in there. These. It's a butterfly. Oh, wow, that would have been such a beautiful quilt. Look at that. That is so pretty. Oh, wow. Is there another butterfly or is it just one? These are scraps. These are all just scraps. Yeah, that's it. Just the one butterfly. How awesome is that, though? That's pretty cool. Some thread. There's a few things in there to play with. To clear that out and sort it out. Okay. Now this stuff. This came from this estate sale. Oh my gosh, this estate sale was like... I only have a few more minutes here. This estate sale was so crowded. So much stuff. The house was so jam-packed. It was unbelievable. She loved cats. She had cats everywhere. Not real cats. Maybe at one time she had real cats. But there were figurines. There was stationery. There was, I mean, everything. Cat-related everything. But there were other things, too. She liked stationery. Lots of stationery. This pad is like homemade paper. It's not really homemade paper, but it's got that feel, that texture of it. And look at all the colors. This, I just thought that this was like so pretty. Now, I don't know individually what I paid for this because we bought this and there was a cat hanging thing. No, it was a clock, a cat clock. We have it in our living room. And I think my husband bought something and it was all bundled together. So, and I don't even know how much it was. So I don't know how much I paid for this, but I know that it was not a lot. It was not a lot. Playing cards, there was this butterfly, these cats. I take them out of the package a little bit there. They're sealed. They're not even opened. They may stay that way for a little while. And these vintage orange ones. Those were pretty cool. Some notepads here. Excuse me. Getting over a cold again. Just cats. Cats. That one's vintage looking. I thought this was fun. It's just notepads, but it's pink paper. And it's kind of old. I'm going to guess maybe from the 70s. Oh no, it's got a date on it, 1989. Not that old, but it's cool. I thought this was vintage looking. Made and printed in Brazil. It's got different colors. This one, at first, I thought that this, what you see on here, was on the paper. It's not. When I got home, I started looking at it. It's the packaging has rust marks on it. Let me see if I can open this up. Get that thrown away. I thought, because when I saw it at first, I thought, oh, wow, look at that. That's really cool. Then when I got it home and I was moving the packaging, moving everything into my room, I was like, oh, that's not the paper. That's the packaging. Oh, well, there's... The place was a little bit dirty in spots. All right, so there's a big rust spot in the center, but it's not on all the paper. So it's a It's a nice linen-y feel paper, but not as special as I thought it was. But that's okay. I'll use it. These post-it note things, they had birds on them. The seals aren't in there or anything, but it's a nice vintage folder too. This paper, again, it's just plain, but it's a nice linen. And it actually, I don't know if you can see it, but it has a butterfly embossed on it. And the pretty envelopes. And a pretty box. I just had to pick this up. I just thought it was pretty cool. Good vibrations. Colored filler paper from Mead Products. Look at that. Look at that graphic on there. I don't know if I'll just keep it or if I'll open that up and use it. They had a little bit of music paper, and I just picked this one up. Again, I didn't know how much everything was going to cost. I don't know if they were going to charge all kinds of money for things. I do that all the time, and then I underpick, you know, because I'm afraid it's going to be too expensive. But nice, good vintage music thing here. Let me see if there's a date in it. All right, there is a date. It's Roman numerals, but it's not MCM. So I think it's 1800. 58? 1858? No. That can't be right. I'd have to sit and study that for a minute, but it's not 1900. It's 1800 something. So that's pretty cool. This is some vintage stationery here. It says, look for the loveliness in life and choose what makes you happy. Look at the, this is all faded, but look at the envelopes. Those are pretty. Again, this one is faded, but those aren't. I might take these out of the box. See what condition these things are? Not everything was in very good condition, but some things were in very good condition. So, and some more stationery. And again, it's plain. It's pink, but I like the paper. Oh, there's no envelopes in this one. Memos. I liked the books on it. Has a date of 1980. From, to, and date. Comes in different colors. I liked it. I thought that was cool. Oh, and then I found this. This is a good one to end the video on. This is a wedding book. Remember in my last haul, I think it was my last haul, I found a baby book. Well, this one's a wedding book. And look what's in this one. I don't see a date here. Okay, this is 1940. Well, they were married. And look at what's in it. Cards. Oh my goodness, aren't they beautiful? They are gorgeous. Isn't that wonderful? Look at this one. This one's got lace on it. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Why am I whispering? That's it's from Grandma. It's like shiny and textured. That's a special, special card. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? When I saw the cards, at first I was like, oh, wedding book. And I thought it would be like unused. When I opened it up and I saw the cards, I didn't even look any further. I just grabbed it. There's not like places to fill anything in here. It's just like little poems and stuff. Which these pictures are really pretty. Maybe I'll do something with that. I don't know. And then even the cover. It has this cover on it. Like oilskin cover. That's cool. The book is actually pretty pristine for being from 1940. So that is my haul for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to do the whole obligatory like, subscribe, comment thing. I do love your comments. I'm very happy that I get a lot of comments, so keep the comments coming. I love to read them. I try to respond to them. Sometimes I'm reading them like on the go, and I don't have time to respond, and I tell myself I'm going to respond later, and then I never get to responding later. But sometimes I do, so it might be a couple days, but I try to respond to them. But I do love reading them, so continue to comment for me and like and, oh, you know, do all that stuff. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.